All right, lesson 4, money and debts. It says, I understand what positive or negative numbers mean in a situation involving money. Everybody loves money, right? So let's talk about it for a second. Concert tickets. Priya wants to buy 3 tickets to a concert. She has earned $135 in each dollars, and each ticket costs $50. She borrows the rest of the money she needs from a bank and buys the tickets. How can you represent the amount of money Priya has after buying the tickets? How much money will Priya have if she need to earn back to pay the money she borrowed from the bank? And how much money will she have after she pays back the money she borrowed from the bank? Go ahead and hit pause, answer those questions, and then we'll go. All right, here we go. So, $50. 50 times 3 tickets, 50, 100, 150. So the tickets cost $150. She only has 135. So to figure out how much she's going to need, we subtract them. So in our calculators, if we go 150 minus 135, we have $15. So how can you represent the amount of money that Priya has after buying the tickets? Well, she borrowed $15, so did she have the $15? No. So we could write it as a negative 15. Okay? How much more money will Priya need to earn to pay back the money she borrowed from the bank? Well, she needs to earn $15. And how much money will she have after she pays back the money she borrows? Well, if she has owes 15 and she made back $15, negative 15 plus 15 is 0. All right, 4.2 on the next page. At the beginning of the month, Kieran had $24 in his school cafeteria account. Use a variable to represent the unknown quantity in each transaction below and write an equation to represent it. Then represent each transaction on a number line. What is the unknown quantity? So we got to write an equation and then solve it pretty much. So in his first week, he spent $16 on lunches. So we start with 24. He spent $16. That means we're taking it out of his account. So 24 minus 16. And we got to figure out what that is. So in our calculators, 24 minus 16 is 8. So 8 equals X. Okay? Then he deposited some more money into account, and his balance was 28. So we have $8. He deposited more money, but we don't know. Deposit means we're going to add. It doesn't say how much money, so 8 plus X. And then his account was 28. So 8 plus X equals 28. Well, 8 plus what will give me 28? $20 does. So X equals $20. So we have 20. Then he spent $34 on lunches the next week. How much was in his account then? Well, he spent 34, so that means we're going to minus 34. So 20 minus 34 equals my balance. Well, if I go 20 minus 34 in my calculator, I get negative 14. It says, and then he deposited enough money to pay off his debt in the cafeteria. So we don't know how much he added, so negative 14 plus X equals 0. Well, negative 14 plus 14, X equals 14. Okay, explain why it makes sense to use a negative number to represent Kieran's account balance when he owes money. Because he doesn't have the money. It's not his, so he owes somebody money, so negative money. All right. Bank statement. If Andre withdrawals and deposits in the same column, how can they be represented? So if we take these two columns, if what they want to do is they want to take and combine these two columns. So it says if we put withdrawals and deposits in the same column, how can we represent them? Well, we can represent withdrawals. We're taking out money. So withdrawals, we could put negatives in front of them. And deposits, we're adding money, so we could put pluses in front of them. Andre withdraws $40 to buy a music player. What is his new balance? So let's see, his balance now is negative 62, 47, and he's buying more money, buying something, so he withdraws. So we're going to minus $40 more. Using a calculator, negative 62.47 minus 40 is negative 102.47. So if Andre deposits $100 into his account, will he still be in debt? So negative 102 plus 100. Whoops. Let's go back. Can't forget the decimal. Negative 1.2.47 plus 100 If I use my calculator, I get negative 2.47. So, is he still in debt? Yeah, he's at negative 2.47. How do I know? Because the number is negative. Okay, and I believe that's it. So let's look at the summary on page 38. Banks use positive numbers to represent money that gets put into the account and negative numbers that represent money that gets taken out of the account. When you put money into the account, it's called a deposit. When you take money out of the account, it's called a withdrawal. People also use negative numbers to represent debt. If you take out more money from your account than you put in, you owe the bank money, and your account balance will be a negative number to represent that debt. For example, if you have $200 in your bank account and then you write a check for $300, you owe the bank $100, and so your account balance will be negative 100. Okay? So we have this. We start with 0 and we add 50. 0 plus 50 is 50. And then we add 150, we get 200. Then we take out 300, so 200 plus negative 300 is negative 100. In general, you can find a new account balance by adding the value of the deposit or the withdrawal to it. You can also tell how much money is needed to repay the debt by using a fact to get to 0 from a negative value. Just add its opposite. Okay, remember we are going to take the quiz today on this stuff. If you are at home, be sure to watch the video that Mr. Peary has made for it before you take the quiz. Remember, if you have any questions, you can always email me.